It's been 3 years to the day since Kitten Hills kicked the bucket. Today is Cinco de Mayo, a day when we remember the very timely passing of Kitten Hills Samuels. Women and girls have always been dehumanized in this world. It's just where it is. But the way they came in, the way Kitten Hills came in and did it, like literally, I was saying, that, and this is one of my posts from back in 2021 when he was still alive, that this man is no different than slave auctioners. So this is my post. So Kevin Kitten Hills Samuels and his Kittenites are assigning women a sexual market value, SMV, EGATs. Is this any different than the dehumanizing tactics that slave auctioneers did when valuing our breeding prospects? The way they would talk about women's fertility and rating their looks and rating their ability to have babies and all of that. I'm just like, all y'all want to do is breed women. And he put that into the social media discourse. Also, what he put into the social media discourse is like having a discussion with a man, and all of a sudden he asks you, how much do you weigh? What size dress do you wear? Like, we got reduced down to our bodies, our sizes, our dress sizes. And I'm like, this is remarkably different. Yes, we've always been dehumanized, but we can't even have an opinion when this man came into the social media atmosphere. Because soon as we had an opinion, they would remind us that we were old, that we were fat, that we were at the wall, that nobody wanted us. It's like, so that means I can't have an opinion. The social media discourse got just so dysfunctional, chaotic, vitriolic because of this man. And I am thankful that he is now gone. I wasn't really on Reddit during this time, but this person made this post saying Kevin Samuels is trending on Twitter because he died. But who is Kevin Samuels, and why are there a bunch of tweets fighting with each other over whether or not it's right to celebrate his death? Please know and understand that I'm a black woman. So if a racist dies, like a vitriolic, out and out racist dies, I'm going to be celebrating. Like Rush Limbaugh passing, like, woo, let's go. When Trump kicks it, yes, please know and understand, I will be celebrating. Same thing that happened with Kevin Samuels when he died. I was literally celebrating. So, yeah, these people think that, you're going to be subdued and not happy. Why? He lived his life to the point where he created so much vitriol that people were happy when he died, and that's on him. He made his money by creating negative engagement, typically at the expense of black women, and it gave people so much fuel, not even just black men to come at black women, but racists to come at us, and black men just sit up there and kiki it up with them. So this person, Mayef, answered the question. He was a relationship advice YouTuber who made a lot of controversial statements like this one. But the thing is, he was a relationship advice YouTuber that was not in a relationship that was successful. So the fact that people can look at this man and think that they should be taking advice from him is ridiculous, but they did. Anyway, here's his statement. If you've made it to 35 and you are unmarried, you are a leftover woman. You are what is left. Men know that there is something likely wrong with you. When they started talking about women being at the wall at 35, it's just something, the way they were talking about women is just like we're supposed to be invisible. We're supposed to just go away at a certain time. And it really brought to light how these people simply do not like women. The anti girl says to add more to the pile of gross. He also said it's not necessarily worth it to end your marriage over child SA allegations because children lie. He did say that, like, keep your marriage intact. Don't worry about what those children are saying. There was nothing that he brought to this discourse that was positive, but some people did like it. If some there were some men and even some women that actually thought that he was saying something that needed to be said in the social media discourse. So this person whose Twitter handle is she belonged to the street That's his name. She Belonged to the Street says, all Kevin Samuels did was tell women the truth and tell guys to get their together, but people act like he an evil villain in a movie. He did much more than that. And why is he thinking that he should be telling anybody to do anything? But that's the important thing that people need to know and understand. You can be anything on social media. He put on a suit and he put on like this jacket. He set up his YouTube and people really believed him because he was an image consultant. He knew how to dress the part. When he was, talking to men and giving men advice, nothing happened. But soon as he started spreading vitriol against black women, that's when he popped. That's when the algorithm popped. And then he touched on how you make money. And so there was nothing that he was talking that was truth. It was his opinions that were based on sexism and dehumanizing women. Marty says, I know he's looking up at you proud, basically because he's in hell. She Belonged to the Street says, yes, he's very proud of me, but I can't say the same for you. Get a dog or cat and die alone. And that's all they would. He said that back in 2022. And I'm totally sure that that man is talking about getting a cat and dying alone to this day because they never updated their talking points. They literally been saying the same thing for like a decade. Marty says, I'll die after I'm finished dragging your dead internet daddy, sucker. Bianca says, the irony is he died alone. People need to be careful on what they say. And that's the thing. He was talking so much crap about women dying alone with their dog and cat, and he was still single. Yeah, he might have been screwing somebody that he was paying for, but like he didn't live up to anything that he espoused. And this is one of the things that I took away from this. These dudes really should be, instead of talking so much crap about women, taking care of their own health. Instead of, they come to the internet, they talk about women's height and weight, and they were talking about women's dress sizes. And this dude kicked the bucket at 56 years old. Maybe had he been more concentrating on his health and trying to get his heart health together, he would still be alive. But no, he was too busy talking about women. These dudes really did love this dude. Samir says, I watched Kevin Samuels 2 to 3 hour streams almost every night. Learned so much and motivated me to work harder. Never took anything as an insult. Always took it as motivation. There will never be anyone in the future to replace him. Rest in peace, Godfather. The fact that he was able to make these people call him the Godfather is wild. And yes, you can find someone else to motivate you, but maybe not enough people to motivate you by simply putting women down. Maybe that's what you needed. Somebody that just gives words to how you feel the hatred towards women. Miss Sandra says Kevin Samuels is a terrorist. If and when a terrorist dies, you rejoice. You dance on his grave. You knock down their statues. You spit and piss on this grave. That man promoted violence against black women. If he's dead, let the bells toll. And then she has this, they're celebrating, they're throwing up confetti. And that is literally how I felt. Right now, I'm a little subdued because I'm a little under the weather, but I was literally dancing. I was literally dancing when I heard the news. So this person, Sheppy, says, I need young women to remember high value Kevin Samuels died alone with no money. Don't try to debate or argue with these high value men. Just leave them alone and enjoy your life. And she's sharing this video of this dude, Myron, and he was sitting up here debating women. I did not click the video because I don't care about anything that any of these red pillars have to say. But the caption says this dude was taking on every woke person on campus, probably being vitriolic because they can't stand women. These red pillars can't stand women. But he is another miserable person, and hopefully he gets what's coming to him one day if he doesn't change his ways. I doubt that they will change their ways because they make so much money hating women. And Hazel Eye said, Kevin Samuels died of hypertension. Lesson, focus on your diet, not black women's lace front, not black women's anything. The fact that they just kept coming at our appearance, at our education, all this, and they're not keeping an eye on the things that they're eating, getting their education, all of that. And there were so many of them that were kicking the bucket around the same time, not making it to 60. They need to be focusing on themselves and making it to 60. Anyways, what are you doing to celebrate today? What are you doing to commemorate Kitten Hill's kicking the bucket? Join the conversation. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, drop your comments, and share.